And who did the Chinese come to for advice on rebuilding their economy in the 70s?
Greenspan.
That's right.
And I've told this story before. It's been quite some time. This is when I lived in Dallas-Fort Worth. So this would have been sometime before 2000, the end of 2005. And a successful businessman that knew me and supported our ministry called me and said, Rick, I bought a ticket to a banquet tomorrow night in downtown Dallas at such and such a hotel. And when he told me the name of the hotel, I thought, oh boy, this is going to be, high cotton, Doc. It was a high price hotel. And I said, well, what can I do for you? He goes, well, I can't go, Rick. He said, I think he said $1,500 for the ticket. And this was back in 2003 or 4. And that was a lot of money. And he said, I just thought I'd give it to you if you want it. I don't want to see it go to waste. I said, sure, I'd love to go to it. So I went to the banquet, and I was seated next to a senior Wells Fargo executive at the table of 10.
This was about what year, Rick?
Somewhere around 2003 or 4.
Okay.
And so we're having dinner. It's like 10 people at each table, and so I'm engaging in conversation with the Wells Fargo senior executive, and trying to keep up with the level of the conversation, and impressing him with my knowledge of world affairs. And I guess I did enough because he started to loosen up. Kind of started talking like maybe I was one of the club members. And he kind of made this offhanded remark, and he says, well, of course, with Alan Greenspan managing both economies, the Chinese economy and the American economy. And I went, whoa, what did you say? I saw him, I said, would you repeat that? He says, Greenspan, he managed the Chinese economy and the American economy. And then he realized that I didn't know that. And he clammed up. I saw the look in his eyes. Like, oh, you didn't know that. You're not one of us.